Does IVF have any side effects? Absolutely. Hey guys, it's Shannon Rose, and I thought for today's video, instead of doing like a vlog, that I would do a little bit of a sit down and answer some of your questions. So I asked you guys over on Instagram, what questions do you have? Anything pertaining to IVF, me getting pregnant, anything like that. And you guys sent in a lot of questions, so I thought in this video I would answer those for you. So hopefully you enjoy this, just to change it up a little bit. All right, so let's see. Names for the baby. So this is just, I'm praying I get pregnant, and if I do, and I'm lucky enough to get pregnant, we have not actually like figured out a baby name yet for a boy. I had one for a girl that I absolutely loved, but now that we're having boys, I don't know. We've had some, we've like bounced around ideas, but we definitely don't have like a for sure, yes, we love this name and we're gonna use it. Not so much IVF, but how are you feeling after Explant? I felt great. Will you do a names we like but aren't using video again, please? Yes, absolutely. Those were really fun for us, so we'll definitely do that again. Are you going to give hints and a name reveal video like you did with Snow? So we would love to do that. A lot of you guys have already requested that we do the hints like we did last time with Snow, so I think we'll definitely do that because I think it's really fun for us to do. What are you most nervous about this time around? Ooh, that's such a good question. I think probably that it won't work, because that's definitely a possibility. Let's see, what are you going to implement this time around to enhance your experience that you wish you had done before? I honestly don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna do this time, I'm not sure. How is this process different from the process with Snow? So I think the main thing that's different is that I know now a little bit more what to expect, and so it's not so scary. So I think that is different. And also the doctors are different, like at our fertility clinic, there's so many different things. So I think that's the only difference that I can think of. Can you do updates with a side-by-side of where you were at with Snow's pregnancy and the amount of time? Yes, I think that's a great idea and I would love to do that. What is the time frame for the embryo transfer with meds, testing, etc.? Love you. Love you too. So this is the thing with fertility. You really don't have like set dates per se, because you know, it's really up to how your body reacts with the medication. So we can say our transfer day is this date, but if for some reason my lining is too thin, which happened when I was doing IVF with Snow, we had to cancel my whole transfer and push it another month. So you really don't know. So I don't really want to give you guys like an exact date and time, because I don't know, I feel like people get like their hopes up or something, and yeah, I don't want to give you an exact date and time because I just really don't know, but we're hoping soon. So keep your fingers crossed for us. Let's see, did you already have your implants removed like planned? So we actually had a date to remove my implants, and we ended up changing that date to sooner. So we got them done like way before the date that I originally was supposed to get them done. And I plan on posting that video, but there's a reason I haven't posted it yet, and you guys will know why once it comes out. Your first pregnancy was very hard on you physically and mentally. Will you do anything different this time? Oh yes, my last pregnancy was really difficult for me mentally and physically. You're right. I think this time around, I'm hoping I'll be closer to family. I'm hoping now I know a little bit more what to expect. I do think that I want to make some changes so that I don't have the same experience from last time around. So we'll see how it goes. Did you decide to have a baby before your breast explant? If so, please explain. I've gotten so many questions about my explant surgery, and again, I plan to post a whole video all about it, so definitely stay tuned. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really obvious. I've already had them removed and I've had them out for a while now. Are you going to be okay with going to doctor appointments alone if that's still in place with the pandemic? Yes, so I have to go to my doctor's appointments alone. I think with everything going on, even when everything starts to reopen, there's going to be a lot of measures in place, you know, that are different than what they were before. So am I okay with it? Yes, I'm okay with it. Does it suck? Kind of, but you know, it is what it is. Just make the best out of these situations. Are you nervous how Snow will feel and how you will share the love between two children? Not at all. I think that Snow is gonna love having a sibling, and she loves playing with other kids, and she's so loving. So I think that she's gonna love having a sibling, and I have so much love to give. I don't think that I'm nervous about that at all. At least not right now. I don't know much of IVF. Is there a possibility that they got the embryos' genders wrong? That's such a great question. I really don't think so. They're pretty accurate when it comes to this kind of stuff, but you never know. Will you be getting another epidural? So I have been talking about this and thinking about this for a while. I really don't know. I feel like my epidural failed, and I was almost to the point of hyperventilating that my nurse was like, you need to calm down and breathe, because I was so nervous about getting the epidural, and it didn't even freaking work. Made my pain excruciating, and so I am highly considering doing a home birth. Do not like quote me on that, because my mind could totally change, and I kind of wanted to do that with Snow, and then my mind changed, but who knows? Like I don't know at this point, but right now I'm leaning more towards a home birth and a natural birth and not an epidural. I'm not against epidurals, it just didn't work for me, so like why would I want to do that again? It could have been a bad doctor, or like, you know, anesthesiologist that just didn't do a good job, or it could be because I've had so many surgeries on my back and so much scar tissue that it's difficult to like have the epidural in the right place for it to work. So who knows? I feel like you can't really plan too much of your birth, you know. They say to have a birth plan, but just to like be open because things can change. So we'll see. If you are comfortable talking about it, what's your view on circumcisions? It's so funny that you asked this question, because we were literally having this conversation at dinner the other day, and we just have not researched enough about it to know whether our decision or what our decision will be. So I think once we do some more research, we'll decide on that. Are you more nervous or excited this time around? Definitely more excited. Still nervous, but definitely excited. Have you got any idea when the actual inserting will happen and hopefully have miracle baby number 2? I really hope that this miracle baby comes to us. We've been praying so hard to have this baby, and we do not have an actual date of insertion. Are you considering making a new room for Snow's potential sibling? So we are actually selling our house. If you haven't seen that video already have had our house on the market. With everything going on, no one's been able to come look at it, so we're kind of like in this limbo. But we were planning on selling the house because we're expanding our family. Lots of reasons why we're selling and moving, but that was one of the big ones, was because we want them to be able to have their own rooms. But I also think kids love like sharing a room and having bunk beds, and so we want to be able to have an option for them to be able to each have their own room. If they want to share, they can. Then we'll just have a guest room, but we definitely want to be able to give them an extra room, although the new baby will probably be sleeping with us for a while because we co-sleep, so we'll see. But yeah, they'll have their own rooms if they want. Is he still gonna be a vegan baby? Yeah, so I had a full vegan pregnancy with Snow, and I plan to do the same thing with our new baby. And yes, we are a plant-based family, so we'll all be eating plant-based. Do I have a name in mind for baby boy? We don't. We have some we're thinking of but not set on yet. How many embryos do you plan on implanting? Great question. So I don't know how other fertility places work. We do single embryo transfer, so just one. Mine are also PGS tested, so you know, they're more likely to, if I were to get pregnant, like, you know, not have problems. I don't know how to say it properly or without like sounding bad. So our doctor's plan is to just put one embryo in. I love the idea of twins, and I think like, oh, it's so beautiful. I want to have lots of children, but I just don't know if my body would be able to handle it. I have such a bad back, and just having one, like when I was pregnant with Snow, I had a really difficult time. You know, there were nights I was crawling to the bathroom to pee, and it was just extremely painful for me. So the thought of carrying two, it scares me, and I don't know, but it's, you know, all in God's hands. There's a possibility that when they put just one embryo in, that it could split and have twins, identical twins that way. I do know some fertility places insert, you know, more than one embryo, but for my case, I don't think that is going to take place. So again, we'll see. Are you gonna tell us the baby's name, or are we gonna get hints like you did for Snow? So we're gonna do the hints again. I think that was really fun for us to do and fun for you guys. So yeah, how to feel about becoming a soon-to-be boy mom. I'm so excited. I really am. I don't care if a boy or girl, but the fact that like we have a girl and now we're able to have a boy, like that's pretty exciting for me. So I'm excited. Not IVF related, but are you still getting a tiny house? So my dream is to have a tiny house one day, not to live in permanently, but to have as like a little vacation home to go to. I just love tiny houses. I think they're amazing, and I think it'd be fun to have one and maybe like Airbnb it when we're not using it and let family stay in it and friends, and then also be able to just like have like a little getaway to go like, I don't know, write a new book or paint or just like get away, you know? So hopefully one day. We actually were looking for one. The problem where we live in Southern California is that it's really hard to find like a piece of land to have a tiny house on. So that's kind of been our dilemma. So if any of you guys have any tips, please let me know down in the comment section. Okay, another question. What's happening with the explant surgery? I thought you were getting them out first. So I did already, and I just haven't posted that video yet, but I plan to. Another one, I thought you were removing implants first. Did COVID-19 change the plans? So no, we got the implants out before I was supposed to, and so it's been a very long time since I've had them out. Oh my gosh, another comment. Did you decide to postpone your implant surgery? No, just already had it, and I'm just working on the video. It's gonna be a very long, big video. Is going to have like the full recovery and like what it looks like before and after, and I instead of doing like multiple videos, I wanted to do one big video. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm just waiting to post it. I hope that makes sense, so that you guys can see like, you know, 3 months later what my boobs look like, and like in one video. Are you only transferring one embryo? As of right now, that's the plan. Are you planning on filming and uploading a birth video again for baby number 2? Love your vids. Thank you so much. Yes, definitely. About how long does it take for you to get pregnant after you start IVF? So that's different for everybody. Some people do fresh embryo transfers. Some people do frozen embryo transfers. Some people have a lot harder time and things just don't go as according to plan, and so it takes longer. It really depends, but the IVF process is like months and months long. You don't just go to the fertility office and they're like, hey, I'd like to have a baby, and then like a month later you're pregnant. Unless you're doing IUI, that I feel like is a sooner process, but IVF definitely takes longer. But again, it's hard to say because it's different for everyone. How are you doing, Shannon? Like, how are you doing with all this going on and doing IVF? Thank you for asking. That's so nice that you care to ask me. I'm doing well. I think we just have to like adapt and make the best of situations, and so that's kind of what I'm doing, and trying to not let things like stress me out, you know, because that's not going to help me at all, especially like with trying to get pregnant. So I'm just doing everything I can to like just be chill. Will you have the same people in the delivery room? So as of right now, that's the plan. I loved having the support I had. So lucky to have them. I hope that they're available and want to be with me for the second baby. How will you take care of Snow while your other baby bakes in the oven? I think the same way I'm doing now. I don't think anything would really change. Does IVF have any side effects? Yes, absolutely. A lot of the medication that you take makes you crazy. It's just really hard to control your moods and your emotions. You're very sensitive, you know, very on edge and emotional because of, you know, everything you're going through. It's a lot. How do you want to get Snow involved in the process, as in explaining what's happening? That's such a good question. I love that question. Snow is so cute. Every time she sees my belly, she points to it and she's like, baby, baby. I don't think she thinks that there's a baby in there. I really don't know, but I think it's so cute. We bought books, and to be honest, I'm really disappointed in the books. I don't feel like they do a very good job explaining, and also because like we're vegan, we've gotten vegan books to try to help explain things to Snow, and I just think maybe as her parents we can explain it a little bit better. And so we've actually decided to create our own children's books. I haven't really talked about that before. This is my first time talking about it. So we are making a children's book about IVF and how babies are made that way, and then also a vegan children's book and why we don't eat animals. And so yeah, stay tuned for that. So that's kind of how we plan to explain to her in a book. I feel like that's just like the best way to do it, like pictures and stuff like that. Are you thinking of another nature inspired name? I love Snow's name and how unique it is. Thank you. So yes, if you know me, you know I like very unique names, and I love like hippie, earthy, boho, unique names. And so we definitely plan on having that kind of unique name for the next baby. We're really excited to be able to pick a fun name out like that. Okay, last question. Since everything going on, are you going to fully wait until it's over to start baby number 2? So I don't know where you live, but where we live, our fertility office is opening back up for certain things, and this happens to be one of them. So I don't think that this is something that's going to be completely over like in the next year even. And so I'm not going to be, I don't really have that luxury of waiting with my age and my fertility issues. And so if I want to have a baby, I really need to get on it, because you know it could take years for me to be able to get pregnant again. We just don't know. So I'm definitely not waiting. Places in like counties where we live are already reopening, so it's kind of like safe to be able to do stuff like this now. So yeah, I don't have any reason or want to wait. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps my channel out a lot. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you again so much for watching. Again, we are posting here Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So yeah, just remember you most likely won't get a notification, or I won't show up in your subscription feed, but make sure to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. It's just at Shannon Rose. I'm also on TikTok at Shannon Rose 1. And yeah, that way you can keep up with me and my videos. Thank you again so much for being here and supporting us. I am sending you all of our love and all of our positive energy, and I hope to see you in my next video. I'm on a different course, riding around and I'm whipping a Porsche. They used to hate on me bad, now I got them sad. I'm the one that they didn't endorse. Now look who's shining, now look who winning. Do this for my kid, but I am not kidding. I hit the bottom, now I got it popping. Just take a good look at the way that I'm living. Working the grind, gaining respect. Every day I be getting a check.